Hello, everyone. Rachel Freeman Sowers here, and welcome to the Rachel Freeman Sowers Show, the go-to place for female entrepreneurs who want to attract, connect with, and convert their audience so they can make a larger impact in this world. And I have to tell you, looking over at IG over here, my guest is no exception to this. I'm so excited to have her on. So while people are logging on, I just want to encourage you, if you are a female entrepreneur or a female that is looking to become an entrepreneur, I would love to have you join us tonight. And let me tell you why. Because the online world is no joke. You guys have heard me share this with you before, and there are so many things that you are supposed to be doing, that you should be doing, that you shouldn't be doing, that do this, drive harder, more content, is like all of the things can be so overwhelming. And tonight's topic is going to be important. And I just have to tell you, I was a little bit surprised by my guest, because before, when I was talking to her, she was like dropping these little bombs on me about some stuff that she has been up to, and OMG, like walking her talk. You know me, I don't like to have guests that don't walk their talk, that don't practice what they preach, and this woman really does. So tonight we are talking about how to scale your business with less stress, more flow, less force. I think I put that in one of the, that was before she dropped the bomb on me. So we were like in sync. More flow, less, force, about really how you run your business, about how you interact in the world, all of the things that we here at Rachel Freeman Sowers love to promote, and also not forgetting, it's not just about business, and it's not just about mindset, but it's about emotion. It's about finding those things within yourself. So without further ado, I want to make sure that I go over to the comments, the banners, and I would love, if you are joining us, please make sure to say hello and where you are joining us from. And I am going to bring on my guest. Please give her some thumbs up and hearts. Nicole Prentice, hello.
Hi, everyone.
So first of all, this is the beauty about online business. I have to tell you, where are you located?
I'm not able to hear you. Is your microphone still on?
Yes, hold on one second.
Okay.
So let me just check this really quick. Hello. So it looks like that is working. You still can't hear me?
Oh, we tested this too.
Good, test it. Okay. So, okay.
Oh, technology.
Unplug your headphones. Please hold while we just get this little technical thing done really quick. And see if you can hear me without the headphones. Take out the headphones. I forget you can't hear me. I'm sitting here talking to her. So unplug them. Unplug it. Let's see. How am I going to do this? Let's see. I'm going to do this really quick.
Hello?
Okay. So can you hear me now? All right. Let me look here. Audio. This. Well, I'm green, so everything is fine. And speaker. Can you hear me now? Nope, you can't hear me. All right.
Can you hear me now?
And see. Can you hear me now? I can switch this audio. All right. Can you hear me now? She can't. Hold on, everyone. I can't text you. Watch this. We're gonna go like old school. Sorry, guys. It has to be on her end. Okay, look. This is how we're communicating. Unplug headphones. So can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Go out and come back in. So can you hear me now?
Should I leave and come back?
Let me do this here. I'm going to switch it both here. Internal. Yeah, I don't know why it's not going. Oh, she went out and she's going to go. Okay, so we're having this. I could hear her. She could not hear me. These are the things that happened. It looks like I'm going to go out of here. Don't go anywhere, guys. Something. Okay, I'm going to add her to the stream.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yay!
Okay. So this is technology. We just got to keep going. You just keep plugging away. So anyone who's watching the YouTube replay or the replay, make sure you just fast forward through all of that. Okay. So after that massively good introduction, thank you for being here, Nicole. Tell me where you are joining us from.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I am in Nashville, Tennessee currently.
So many people are going to Nashville, moving to Nashville. Holy cow, so many people. And so I want to start the conversation by asking you, everyone says what you do. So what do you do and how do you serve? Let's start there.
Awesome. I love the question and great intro, by the way. So I'm Nicole Prentice and I'm a feminine energy expert. And I help female entrepreneurs to have more income and impact. And I help them do this through their feminine energy, their intuition, and their magnetism. So in a masculine world that we operate in, I help females to tune into their intuition and to help them find a way to build their business and to create a life that works for them. So it's all about that freedom to create what is that you desire and to play to your strengths and to enjoy your business. Like you work really hard. And I showed them to really how to show up for themselves and how to do so in a way that feels good to them.
Okay, so now all of you know why she's on this show, because it is in alignment with everything that I have been talking about for a very long time. And this is the exciting part about meeting people. So Nicole and I met through a group program and we hit it off right away. It seemed like, we had some kind of magnetism and, the same kind of energy. And I just feel so fortunate to continue to meet women that are making these much larger impacts where you want more. And it's not just like you want more stuff, you want more money, but you want more for the world. You want more for women in the world. And it doesn't even have to be women. It can be a general population. But really now you see why she's here, because all of the things that she's talking about are the things that are so important for us to be able to do to fulfill our own lives. Because after all, this is our own lives. So tell us a little bit about how you got started on this journey, because I know you didn't start in this place.
Oh, yes. Not at all. So when I graduated from college 5 years ago. And 2 years after my graduation, I was working in commercial real estate investing. I was a financial analyst. So I was spending all day on the computer crunching numbers. And I went into that role because that's what I thought I should do. My mom's in real estate. I was a licensed agent. It just was the path I was supposed to go into. So after the first year at that job, I noticed a change in my personality, my behavior. I wasn't working out. I was drinking more on the weekends. And I seemed to lose all joy and fulfillment that I had in life before. And I was scrolling through Facebook one Sunday morning when I was super hungover, just hating my life. And
I've been there. Anyone type yes in the comments if you have been there.
Yeah. And I saw this beautiful Facebook ad of a woman. She was on a beach. It was like the blue ocean behind her. And it was all about creating an online business and having freedom. So I was like, hell yes. I want that. So me being the 24-year-old at the time, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to apply for a call. So I did no research. I just hopped on the phone call and I spilled my guts to this stranger. And I was just like, I want to be happy. That was my main thing. I want to be happy. And I signed up to a program. It was a sizable investment, signed up for a year-long coaching program. And at that time, I had no idea what I wanted to do or how I wanted to serve. I just knew I wanted a different way out. So fast forward, I was in that coaching program for a year, and the first 6 months in, I left my 9-to-5 job. Still didn't know what I was doing, but I had a dream and hope that it could be something better.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it was a bit of an uphill climb. And there's a lot
of everyone, because this is not what some of the online entrepreneurs will tell you. They will not be honest like Nicole is being and like I have been.
Mm-hmm. And that first year, it was the hardest because not only did I have so much pressure on myself, there was so much imposter syndrome. I never felt good enough. I was young, so I never thought I could do this. Should people pay me? Am I worth that? And at that time, I just felt so uncertain about myself and what I could actually do. So I started pushing more and more. I started building my business in the masculine way. That's what I was taught to do by my coach. That's what I knew from my business education and my corporate job. And I kept burning out. And it was crazy because I didn't have a full-time job. I'm like, how am I burning out? Like, I'm not overworking. Like, what the heck is happening? And that happened for a few months. And then after I was done working with my coach, I still didn't have any clients. I honestly did not know what the heck I was doing in my business. I was still confused and lost. And then I worked with another mentor, and then I saw traction. I made a switch from business coaching to relationship coaching. And that was because at first I thought the only way you can make money was by helping others make money. Makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I joined my second coach, I learned about the different niches. We talked about the sport, like fitness, health, love, and money. Mm-hmm. And relationship coaching always stood out to me because I love relationships and I love love. I'm a cheesy rom-com person. And I got clients right away, and I absolutely fell in love with that process. And then something really, about 6 months into that, having clients, I fell into another rut. So I was like going up and and it came to a point where I was not comfortable being in myself fully online because I knew there was a lot of trauma, I don't want to say baggage, but there was some resistance showing up completely because I thought people would reject me. I thought they would think less of me. And that held me back a lot because I wasn't able to go there with myself.
So I'm just going to stop you one quick second because let me make an observation here. For all of the women, my demographic is a little bit different than your demographic. But I love that you are younger and I am older, and the things that women experience in a people want to say a mature age, older age, like I'm 48. The things women experience in my age group are the same things women experience when they're 24, 25, 26, 30. I mean, like, it's all a deeper healing process that has to take place, right? So if you are in my age group or older and you're watching this and you're wondering, why would any young, Nicole Prentice want to hire me, or look, I'm too old, or they're going to think that I don't know the stuff, or I'm not hip on the new stuff. I mean, all these stories we tell ourselves are need to be healed on a deeper level. So tell me how you healed yours and how it got you to where you are now.
Perfect question. So as I was doing relationship coaching, I kept reading books. And I heard about this topic called feminine energy. It was like a buzzword. So I'm like, what's that? So I just kept reading books. And I started implementing practices to embrace my feminine energy. And that helped me find more joy, more passion, find my intuition. And I saw that huge shift in myself. And I was teaching my clients this, and they were attracting better relationships. They were showing up better for themselves. And as I was doing this myself, my business started to have more success. And that's when I pivoted to helping business coaches because I saw the result that it had on myself. Plus, the next layer is as I slowed down and spend more time in my feminine, I realized there was that deep healing. And now I'm doing like EFT. I'm working through that extensively because I know in order to help others, I first have to heal myself, because then I can create that place for others to find shelter in. So it helped me just to slow down and to hear what I need and how I can use that to serve others.
Well, and so many times, I love your story because so many times we cover it up with things. right? In the therapeutic world, as you know, from being a therapist for 18 years, it's called coping skills, right? And there are some coping skills that are super helpful, and there are coping skills that are not helpful. And so a lot of my clients have come to me because they've noticed, some of the same things that maybe you had noticed, or I wonder if they are the same. So one client said, I'm noticing I'm just drinking more than I normally would. Like, this isn't the woman I want to be. I'm not able to enjoy my life when I get home from work. I'm stressed. Or I'm at the office for 12 hours, and not even at a job, but in her business for 12 hours. And then she goes home, and then she just doesn't have the energy for what she wants to have at home. Right. So kind of, what was your aha moment and the shift for you?
Oh, there are so many.
Sorry, I'm making you pick just one.
Oh no, like, oh, it's hard. My aha moment in the shift, I think it was when I was working with a therapist, and we were looking at all of my experiences that I looked back and they didn't serve me. And all of those came from alcohol. And she literally said, do you see how this isn't helping you? Why are you still holding on to this? Why are you still using alcohol? And that was all she had to say. And ever since then, I'm like, oh my God, like, this is not helping me live my best life. And all that hurt I had was just from alcohol. And that's it. So literally the moment she pointed that out to me, like, I probably should have seen this for myself. Like, come on, Nicole. But the moment she said that, it's just like, you don't need this in your life. And that was it. Really, it was huge.
Well, and that's the beauty of having a mentor. That's the beauty of hiring someone who can reflect some of this stuff back without judgment, right? I mean, that's the most important part. And I did a video earlier today on the fear of rejection. And every time you put yourself out there is an innate fear of rejection on some level. And, but the purpose has to be bigger. And some people call it, your why has to be bigger. And for me, the why is because I have shit to get done here. And I'm not dying without doing that. And if I were to die right now, I know that I had done everything that I could, right? So it's kind of having those realizations and figuring out that underneath here is emotions. As you know, I love talking about emotions and how they affect, and not just mindset, because the EFT work you're doing is about getting those emotions unstuck.
Yes.
It's about having them move through the body and heal so that you can then move forward in how you want to, right? So how has this turned into a service then? Like, so we heard like your big intro, and everyone always does like, oh, here's your 30-second pitch, whatever. But really, how does this translate into the services that you offer?
So I help women to find more purpose in their business and in their life. And most of us don't know what it is that we want. And that's mainly because we are numbing ourselves consistently. TV, alcohol, excessively cleaning. That's a big one for me. Binge eating and stuff like that. And like you just mentioned, if you're always in the go, 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 you can have all the money and the success in the world, but you won't feel that fulfillment. And you won't feel like you're worthy of the love, of the happiness, and so forth, because that comes from inside. And everything I do is structured around helping women to be their best self so they can live their best life. Because everything that you want comes from internally, from the inside. You can't get it out externally. It comes from the inside first. So I help them with the healing and the practices and the strategy that they need for their business to find what they want internally, to project and create what is they want out in the universe.
I think it's so important that you're helping other women do this, but you are doing the work yourself. I mean, if you are looking for a mentor, please make sure that they are doing their work, or else you will become enmeshed. You will have a different kind of relationship that won't serve you or them and help them do their best work with you. So please make sure that that mentor is doing, their own work. And I love it that there's a vulnerability that you're bringing to tonight that I really, really appreciate, because it isn't all gumdrops and roses and unicorns pooping cotton candy. Like this is work. We're not joking. Like I'm not joshing around here. Like this is work, but it's what is the bigger thing, right? What is the bigger, like you're saying, the purpose, and purpose can be huge. I remember when we talked on a call for the first time, and tell me a little bit about your experience on that call.
So we spoke a lot about how to, I guess we're just chatting, I guess. And there's like, we're just getting to know each other. And
we know each other.
We talked a lot about video, and being an extrovert, as you can probably tell, I've always loved video. I'm not one for doing written content. It takes too long. I'm not good at grammar. So we really discussed how to use video to help grow your business. And something that you mentioned that really stood out to me was how you can use that vulnerability to help your clients and to connect with them. Because I know, even being an entrepreneur and doing everything digitally, I can feel lonely sometimes. And I so badly crave that connection. When you kind of broke down, like psychologically, like people need to know, like you get where they are, like you've been there. And that for me was hard because I'm like, no, I don't want to go there.
Any reaction? Like, no, get back. No, thank you. Oh,
yeah.
No,
rewind.
Yeah, let's distraction, shiny object.
Yeah. And that was such I think it was a relief because when I'm able to just let my hair down and just be myself, I know that's when I am able to make the biggest change in it to help the most people. And you, in a way, gave me permission to do that. And just to say, like, you've got this, be you, because that's what people want. That was just so powerful.
And what has been the result of that?
I have people send me messages after live videos. When I show up on video, I don't care if 200 people watch it or one person watches it. As long as someone takes something away, it's worth it. And lastly, I don't care if someone doesn't like what I say. If they don't like it, it's not for them. They can move on.
Yeah, swipe left, or I don't know, like don't swipe right or whatever that is. I don't even know, because like I'm not in dating or nothing. But I mean, like, but really, you can just keep scrolling on by, right? The choice to stop is really theirs. And so then how is this, now that you're talking about more vulnerable things, when you first started talking about vulnerable things, because when you talk about a coping skill, and drinking and eating are the two most, I believe, abused coping skills because they're so normalized in our culture. Now, I'm not saying drinking is bad. I love a good glass of wine and a good cocktail, but we're talking extremes. It's just like masculine and feminine energy. You don't want to be at any one extreme. You want to be able to move and flow throughout the process according to what you need to do in order to interact in the world as the woman you want to interact as, right?
Yes.
So how did you get over the hump of the vulnerability?
Oh, it was trial and error. So when I first started doing it, I did notice some resistance for myself personally, and some things from like my parents, maybe some friends being like, hey, you sure you should say that online?
Oh, and yes, people do that. Yeah,
they do. And honestly, what helped the most is me doing my own healing, and especially going through this this freedom technique is I'm comfortable sharing this because I know I'm past it. And because I know I'm past it, it's not a wound for me. It's a transformation. And I'm so proud of that transformation. And I have this confidence in myself now when I share it, like I know it's coming from a place of power. So it feels better. So you definitely have to try a few times. You might stumble, but when you feel confident in yourself and you are your message will help someone, it makes it easier.
So, I mean, again, this is like a perfect guest match. Pretty much, I believe all my guests are, because I choose them that way. I mean, like, I'll just be completely honest about that. But like, it's the perfect match because really for all of the years I've done the work that I've done, working with children from the ages of 3 to adults 65, and for the last 5 years, really focusing on female entrepreneurs and professionals. It really is about how to eliminate the need for an external circumstance or external stimulant to cause a feeling that you want to be feeling. Now, I'm not saying that we don't love having support. I'm not saying that I don't love having friends. I'm not saying that I don't, love having people that are there for me. But in the end of the day, when I can generate that feeling at any given moment in myself, it's not about as much about self-dependence as about self-love and self-nurturing. And instead of going down the rabbit hole of why can't you, because I know the women watching this have had that feeling. Why can't you just, because you do this other thing, you're successful in all this stuff, why can't you get on video and just talk and be yourself, right? We go down that rabbit hole of the things that are wrong, because I think culturally we've been taught some of those things too. Okay. So as we go to wrap up here, I guess what thing, if there is a female professional or a female entrepreneur out there that is wanting to get more in touch with what I call, and if you know this, put it in the comments, the wise woman within, what is one tool that you would tell them to use or that they could try to use to see if it's a good fit for them?
Awesome. So it's all about implementing new practices and habits. And something that has really changed my life is every morning I listen to a meditation and journal. And I journal from a place of my higher self. So like, what would my North Star do? And I do this after my meditation because I'm in more of a receptive state. And just being able to put pen to paper before my day starts, it helps me set up for success in a way, because I'm thinking from my next level of success. And if you're always thinking that way and operating from that way, you will show up that way. And it helps you connect with your desires and your feminine and lead you to your intuition which helps you make better decisions. So new morning routine.
Okay, so everyone knows, I talk about it enough. I journal every single morning, and Nicole is right? We're not talking woo-woo stuff. We're talking science. When you meditate, your brain goes in theta waves, beta, it's down into the subconscious. And when that happens, you are more open to direct your reticular activation system, which is in the base of the brain, which then tells you what to focus on. So what Nicole is talking about, it's not just like, just journal. There's a method and a strategy to journaling that's very important to follow. It's not where you enter into the swimming pool that's been contaminated. I don't know, that analogy has been coming up a lot. Like, you don't go in there and just swim around and wait till you get like some kind of disease. Like, you don't go into those deeper feelings and stay there. That's what I'm saying. What you do is you say, I see you, I acknowledge you, thank you very much, and I'm choosing this other thing instead. And that's what you do when you operate from your higher self, right? So I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you have found this live inspirational, if anything within this live has just hit you and said, yes, I want more of that, please make sure to put it in the comments. And really quick, Nicole, where can everyone find you?
Instagram or TikTok. And my name is my name.
Okay. Well, I did a live with Nicole last week, so go to her Instagram and check it out, because we did a live together, and that was also super good. All right, thank you so much. And as I say at the end of every single video, make sure to stay true to yourself, be kind to others, and always, always, always honor the wise one that is within you. We will see you all next week on the Rachel Freeman Sowers Live Show. Bye.